From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
Coming in at number 1, it's a teeny tiny microphone with a really big sound. The Line Audio CM4 cardioid condenser microphone. This thing is 77 millimeters long. It's really a teeny tiny thing. Look at it. I have it rigged here in the rye coat because I was too lazy to put up a real shock mount. But overall, right? I mean, this thing is a marvel. Look at how ruler flat the frequency response on this is. I mean, that's incredible. Especially when you consider that this microphone sells for about $125. Now, you can't find this thing in the United States in like Sweetwater or any store like that. You have to buy it either directly from Line Audio or from like No Hype Audio, which is like in Belgium, I believe. So you have to buy it overseas. You might have to pay a little extra for shipping. But man, is this thing worth it. And sometimes these things sell out fast when they're available. So you have to kind of get on a waiting list. And, if you're lucky, the waiting list isn't too long. There's one older gentleman who builds these things in Sweden. And it's a one-man shop. And he knocks these things out. And they sound incredible. I mean, again, this is like $125, $150 maybe with shipping microphone. And to me, I think this sounds as good as like $1,000, $1,500 Shep's mic. I mean, this is really pretty cool. Now, you're hearing it right now with a teeny tiny bit of EQ on it. Just a little 2 dB at 6 and a little roll off at 80. But if I take off the EQ, right? I mean, it's just a little tiny touch of EQ that I like just to make the voice pop a little bit more. Now, obviously I could do that in post, but I can do it when I'm cutting too. So I just wanted to show you a little tiny bit of EQ. This is what working EQ would be on this for me. And again, this thing sounds great. Now, could you use this as a boom mic in the booth, right? Obviously. Could you use it on location? Obviously. I mean, this thing would fit in your pocket, right? So I could take this with my Zoom F3. I could literally just stuff it in a jacket pocket with a cable and just grab a pair of headphones and I could record almost anywhere, right? That's the idea. I love this mic, the Line Audio CM4. It just has a nice, smooth, mellow sound too. It's very natural, and it's a little bit crisp, but not crispy. The top end has a little bit of a mellowness to it. I mean, you can hear even with that little 6 dB pop, which should accentuate my sibilance a lot, right? It still doesn't feel crispy if I take the EQ off completely, right? I mean, she sells seashells by the seashore. I mean, really very, very non-sibilant top end on this thing. And she sells seashells by the seashore. That's with EQ on. And so, this thing is really a marvel. The Line Audio CM4. Is this something that you should consider for your voiceover toolkit? I think so, because you can't really find a microphone like this that has such a flat frequency response in this price point anywhere. You have to go to Sweden. Or at least order one from Sweden to get it. You can go, what's the website? You can go check it out. The website is really simple, but you'll learn more if you go to lineaudio.se. That's because it's in Sweden, right? And they'll tell you there's links where you can buy it, right? Other than directly. But man, I've been waiting to put this on the channel because I just haven't had the time to really mess with it yet. But I like it a lot. I think there's a lot of potential with what you can do with this mic. Line Audio CM4. Tell me what you think, all right? Till next time. This is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.